This is our Ford New Holland 655E. It's been a really great backhoe. We've done quite a bit of work with it over the years. But when we were on this job here, digging, we actually had a hose blow. And when I went to replace the hose, I noticed that the oil was really milky. So we needed to do an oil change on the entire unit. You can see here the leak and how the oil is kind of milky. Here's the actual model number. And the hydraulic oil, unfortunately, has become contaminated with water. I don't know if you can tell, but that oil looks really bad. It's like murky and brown. And if you look right up in here, you can see how the oil got in, or the water rather. But when it rains, the water runs down into this compartment and these weep holes got plugged. And the water then makes its way down into the oil. So, unfortunately, this thing got left outside in the rain a couple of times, and so now we have very bad hydraulic oil in there. And we're going to just drain it out. So, on the bottom here, there is an Allen plug, but I did not use the Allen. I actually put a channel lock on here, and I just loosened it with the channel lock. And so it's been dripping some oil out already, but you can see how bad that looks. So we're going to get the oil drained out of it here. I got to get a couple more buckets though.
Is it not for little kids to go in?
Yep, no little kids can go in the backhoe.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that we should be able to get all the oil into 3 5-gallon buckets. But maybe there's more like 20 gallons, so maybe I'll get one more. Okay, so Everly is going to hold the camera for me, so I want you to just point it at what I'm doing, okay?
Okay.
You can just stand right here. So just keep one hand right here. There you go. Just point it up in here. I'm going to thread out this plug. And as soon as I do, the oil's going to start coming
Here
out.
we have a dad. Wait.
It's sure draining fast. This one bucket completely full. Do you see the oil coming out? Look up in here. Oh, that is so milky looking. That bucket got more full than I expected. That's a lot of oil. I think it's good we got one extra bucket. Oh, okay. Good. It's petering out. Woo, the mama.
What?
Oof, the mama means, wow, that's a lot of oil. Point it up in here. You see it? Look down here. Yeah, look with the camera. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Into the bucket. All right, let's have a look at what this oil looks like. Come look at the color of it. That's not good. You don't want the oil to look like that. See how it's all milky? That is bad. Are you pointing the camera at my hand? See my hand? It's milky oil. We don't want milky oil. That's a lot of oil, isn't it? See any rags anywhere?
Ruben is trying to look for a rake. Look at that.
Back up from the oil, please.
I was just showing the camera.
Alright, thanks for holding that for me. I'll take it. So yeah, that was a lot of oil. And yeah, you can see it's very bad looking. Since the oil looked so bad, we decided to leave the original filter in, which is right here. And I actually dumped in a bunch of ISO 46 oil that we had new. And I ran that 10 or 12 gallons worth of oil through the system just to make sure all the bad oil was pushed out. So after running the hydraulics 2 days apart, that's how yucky the oil looks. It's nasty again.
That's pretty bad for just running it for like a few minutes, right, basically?
Yep. So it's the next morning. I did get that filter spun on and then ran the hydraulics, and it pulled the fluid level down a little ways, so I'm going to add the remainder of what we're using. But we've actually got, we're putting hydraulic transmission oil, or High-Tran, in this thing. From what I understand, that's kind of the best option. And I built this cover to go over top of this tank so that water can't get down into that toolbox and damage everything. I kind of upset the tin a little bit around this hole. It's a little rough looking, but that should keep the water from flowing down underneath the cover right there if it is ever left in the rain. Obviously, you just don't want this thing left in the rain ever. But yeah, I've got a lip folded down like this on each side. So any rain that does hit the top of that is going to have a really hard time getting into the compartment now. And it should just drip off that edge instead of right into the toolbox. So yeah, I think it's a nice improvement and will be better for the thing. Add in the rest of that hydraulic fluid and then we're going to call it good. We are definitely ashamed and disappointed that the oil got in such a bad condition from that rainwater, but I think the only right thing to do is what we did, which is flush out the system, change the filter, and change all of the fluid. Comment down below what kind of hydraulic fluid you guys use in your backhoes. From all the research I did, it sounds like people use either ISO 46 or High-Tran, and I think High-Tran is the best option. Here's a picture of the label that we actually got. And the reason I think it is a better option is that it has some additives in it that just help it absorb water if water ever does get in the system. I'm fairly certain the oil that we had in the backhoe was High-Tran, and that's why it absorbed the water so well. Anyway, hope that you enjoyed. Talk to you later.